think Bill gives us an important lesson tonight, which is Bill is not only devoting for free hours of his time here, but he also entered into the paddle race. So as a Red Cross volunteer, you can not only give your time, we will also take your treasure. So thank you, Bill. I am so humbled to be here tonight in front of this incredible audience to pay tribute to a gentleman named Ted Hathaway. For those of you who know Ted, we met Ted about a decade ago at an event much like this in New York City. Ted was brought here by a Greater New York board member, which started a Red Cross journey for him. And if you know Ted at all, you know he's typically at the loudest table at one of these galas and is enthusiastically supporting the Red Cross mission. And there's three things I wanted to share with you about Ted that underscores why we're paying tribute to him tonight. First, Ted is a bit of a bon vivant. He likes a good time together. But more importantly, Ted, even as a busy national private sector CEO and business leader, he always carved out time to create community at the American Red Cross and continues to do so. He hosts dinners for board members, volunteers, and staff. He checks in with staff. He mentors people. He's always looking to create a sense of family within the Red Cross mission. And I don't know if Ted even realizes how important that is, but at the American Red Cross, you're confronted with human suffering every day, whether that's a fatal fire, whether it's a mass shooting, whether it's a hurricane response. And having a leader like Ted, who's prominent from a business perspective and respected by all the staff and volunteers, having him check in with you, take time with you, create community with you, makes such a difference in the day-to-day lives of Red Crossers. Ted has also been a philanthropic leader for the American Red Cross. He and his networks have contributed millions of dollars to events like this over the past 10 years. And a capstone to that was he leveraged a business relationship, now friendship he has with a gentleman named Don Freeze in California this past year to have $5 million donated to disaster relief to support the Red Cross mission. But more than creating a sense of community, more than his philanthropic push at the Red Cross, Ted is notable for his passion for the American Red Cross mission. Ted has been on the ground in New York City at disaster scenes, supporting us by installing smoke alarms, but he has also traveled the country, both as an advisor and a volunteer in places like Puerto Rico, Terrebonne Parish, Louisiana, Monterey County, California. And even just this past week, Ted, with his wife Susan, toured a Red Cross blood center in Southern California. And immediately after they attended that event, Ted reached out to me and said, "What can I do to try and save more lives in this country? This work is so inspirational and so incredible." And so to Ted, I say, as someone who he has mentored me in my Red Cross journey, to so many of us here who are Red Crossers, we want to say tonight, thank you for all you have done and continue to do. And let's show this video so you can learn about Ted as well.
About 15 years ago, I sat in the audience while Ann Kaplan was recognized for her contributions to the Red Cross. Unfortunately, we lost Ann in 2024 at a very early age, but she was extremely dynamic. I think she was committed to giving back. She encouraged me to participate in the board. So I've been on the New York board for a little more than a decade. One thing I've discovered after these years with the Red Cross is that the alignment of the volunteers is absolute, and the dedication to the mission is amazing. And in fact, it's so amazing people volunteer across all age groups and all demographic groups. I think we all have a lot of different options where we want to spend time and talent and treasure. I think the most profound characteristics of the Red Cross are that it is, in addition to its many other attributes, it's dedicated to disaster relief. This is really the place where I feel a sense of community and a deep appreciation for the volunteers that represent the best attributes of what we try to do in helping people. What happens in a catastrophic event is just hopeless. People are overwhelmed with the magnitude of loss. It's their home or, God forbid, a life. And everyone has a way of contributing to the humanity of that loss. You can do it in any number of ways. I hope tonight people will see that this organization, known as the Red Cross, can be a force multiplier. If you are willing to help make that even bigger, you'll get a massive return on your personal investment.
Please join me in honoring Ted Hathaway with our American Red Cross Humanitarian Award.
I just have a few critical words that I want to share with you. And I got this from Dario Diaz, who is a very important member of the team in New York. Dario, please. Dario and I spent an evening together in December, and he was describing a volunteer in Florida who was, I believe, a senior citizen. And he came down to Florida during the hurricanes, and Dario was describing how ambitious and energetic this gentleman was. And he said to me, what was his name, Dario? Jim? Jim, yeah. Jim. He says, Jim had the opportunity to touch the mission. And if I could leave you with one thought tonight, the last decade of my life, the most rewarding part of my life, is touching the Red Cross mission. Thank you. Thank you very much.